Hey guys, we're here back again to read chapter 53 of, that's a lie, we're going to read 52 of The Wild Robot Escapes. Last chapter was the airship, where I'm pretty convinced the Ricos are back to take Roz and just push the button and down she goes. Story over, the end. You think that's how it ends? I hope not. Anyway, we are going to find out about chapter 52, The Scout. Would the airship return? Were the Ricos hunting for Roz? Was it only a matter of time before she was caught? It was also impossible to know. So our friends tried not to worry about those troublesome questions, and they continued sneaking through farm country from one wooded area to the next. Roz wore a disguise of mud and weeds and bark. At the first hint of trouble, she would freeze and instantly become an old, rotten tree trunk. Do you guys remember how Roz used camouflage in the first Wild Robot to learn the ways of the island? Remember, she put like clumps of mud and flowers all around her, and she just stood in the field and watched and learned and observed. I think she's probably doing that again. Pretty cool, huh? Then she'd wait for Brightbill to tell her that it was safe to move on. If there were humans or robots nearby, she might even have to wait for hours. Back on the island, Brightbill had practiced flying like hawks and owls and sparrows and vultures. He couldn't fly exactly like those birds, of course, but he was an expert at diving and swooping and darting and soaring. Now he used those skills to secretly scout out the countryside for his mother. He'd fly up from her shoulder and return a short time later to share his findings. We're coming to another farmhouse. Let's avoid it by cutting across the field. Beyond those trees is the highway. Stay here and I'll tell you when it's safe to cross. Straight ahead is a small town, but I can lead you around it. Brightbill's advice was always good, and Roz always followed it. And together, the travelers safely made their way through farm country. I am super excited to learn about Roz's adventure because we made predictions on Friday about what kind of landscape Roz would encounter, what kind of obstacles she might encounter on her journey back to the island, right? And so you made your map. Hopefully that had 6 different locations about where you think Roz is going to have to go through in order to get to her destination, the island. So I think I have a pretty good idea with a hint of the next chapter, the farm country. So did you put that on your map? Did anybody put farm country on there? Make sure you send me your maps. I can't wait to see them. For this chapter, I want you guys to kind of talk about how much Roz is trusting Brightbill. Do you think that robots innately have that ability to trust? They probably didn't need it, but we know Roz is pretty special and she feels a lot of things. And so she's learning to trust Brightbill. And I think that's really, really important that Brightbill can see ahead. He looks at it from a different point of view than she does. And he has the ability to kind of look around and see what's safe. Even though she can't see the danger, he knows it's there. That's pretty important even to think about with your family and with your friends. And when your parents try to give you direction or try to help you because maybe they see danger or something ahead that you can't see, just kind of like when you're little and you learn how to cross in the street, right? They always tell you look both ways and hold my hand, is because sometimes parents or your family can see things ahead of time. Not like they're magic, but just that they kind of know. And so I think it's really cool that Brightbill and Roz have that level of trust for each other, that they're just kind of using each other's strengths to really make sure that it's done right and that they stay safe. And that's super important. So maybe think about that the next time that your parents really tell you something that you know that you just need to trust, and you need to be able to trust them and they'll help you. So let's find out tomorrow what chapter 53 is all about as Roz begins deeper into her journey home. See you guys next time.